are our stem cells. Remember I said that we formed in a womb with stem cells?
Yeah.
Well, when we're born, we have extra stem cells left over that were not used. So it's kind of like painting a room. If you're painting a room and you're going to buy paint, right? You always buy extra paint because the last thing you want to do is to run out of paint before you finish the job. What do you do when the room has been completed from painting? You've got extra cans of paint. So what do? You put the cap on, you put it in your garage, okay, for another time if you need to spot check. Well, this is actually what happens with our stem cells. When we're born, and our organs have formed with all these stem cells, the overage, and we've got extra stem cells. In fact, we've got 750 million extra stem cells when we're born. That gets packed up into our bone marrow where it basically sits for most of our lives until we need to repair our organs from the inside out. So regeneration, our ability to be able to renew ourselves, is another health defense system.
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocessed channel.
Ever wished for a natural way to regrow your stem cells? Dr. William Li, a leading researcher in the field of longevity medicine, might have the answer. Today, we delve into his spearheading research on the power of fruit to support your body's natural regeneration process, specifically focusing on stem cells. But as we age, stem cell function can decline. Dr. Li's research sheds light on how specific fruits might play a crucial role in supporting and even potentially increasing stem cell activity. Dr. William Li has identified specific compounds in fruits that may have the potential to support and enhance stem cell function. Stem cells play a crucial role in the body's ability to repair and regenerate tissues, making their health vital for overall well-being. The compounds in these fruits may aid in maintaining stem cell viability, promoting their regenerative capabilities, and protecting them from damage. Each fruit is a powerhouse of unique nutrients and bioactive compounds that could have a positive impact on stem cell health. Whether you enjoy them fresh, in smoothies, salads, or even as part of your main meals, there are countless delicious ways to consume these stem cell boosting fruits. By making small dietary changes and enjoying these delicious fruits, you can potentially support your stem cells and improve your overall health. With Dr. William Li as our guide, we'll explore the science and uncover delicious ways to support your health from the cellular level.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
First up,
Hey there, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite fruits. This is a peach, one of my favorite summer fruits, juicy. You can smell the fragrance. The peach actually comes from Asia. Actually was transplanted and transported along the Silk Road. And it's got chlorogenic acid. This is actually a bioactive that actually does a lot of things. It cuts off the blood supply to tumors. It actually helps to protect stem cells, your health defenses. Also good for gut health, and it's also got a good amount of dietary fiber. But the interesting thing about chlorogenic acid is it actually helps your metabolism by fighting body fat. So you can activate your good fat and fight your bad fat using chlorogenic acid. Plus, it's just a juicy, great fruit to select during the summer. What you want to do is you want to smell it, and it should actually smell really good. And by the way, yellow peaches actually tend to be a little bit sweeter and juicier than white peaches, but white peaches are also delicate and great. Dr. Will Li out.
Peaches are one fruit that has garnered significant attention to Dr. Li's stem cell studies. Dr. Li's research explores how the compounds found in peaches may contribute to the regeneration and health of stem cells, which are crucial for the body's ability to repair and renew tissues. Peaches contain high levels of antioxidants, such as vitamin C and beta-carotene. Antioxidants play a vital role in protecting stem cells from oxidative stress and damage caused by free radicals. By neutralizing these harmful molecules, antioxidants help maintain the viability and functionality of stem cells. Peaches are also a rich source of polyphenols, including flavonoids and phenolic acids. These compounds have been shown to have anti-inflammatory properties, which can create a more favorable environment for stem cells to thrive. Inflammation is a significant factor that can impair stem cell function, so reducing inflammation is crucial for stem cell health. Dr. Li's research suggests that specific bioactive compounds in peaches, such as chlorogenic acid and quercetin, may directly influence stem cell activity. These compounds are believed to enhance the regenerative capabilities of stem cells, promoting tissue repair and renewal. The bioactive compounds in peaches may stimulate the proliferation and differentiation of stem cells. By providing a rich source of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, peaches help protect stem cells from environmental and metabolic stress. This protection ensures that stem cells remain healthy and capable of performing their regenerative functions. The nutrients in peaches contribute to a healthier overall cellular environment. This improved environment supports stem cell function and longevity, making it easier for the body to maintain and repair tissues. To harness the stem cell boosting benefits of peaches, Dr. Lee recommends incorporating them into your daily diet. Enjoy fresh peaches as a snack, or add them to your breakfast cereal, yogurt, or salads. The natural sweetness of peaches makes them a delightful addition to many dishes. Blend peaches into smoothies along with other fruits and vegetables to create a nutrient-dense beverage that supports overall health and stem cell function. Peaches can be used in a variety of recipes, from desserts like peach cobbler to savory dishes like grilled peaches with a balsamic glaze. Cooking with peaches can add both flavor and health benefits to your meals. When peaches are in season, consider preserving them by canning or freezing. This way, you can enjoy their benefits year-round.
Next up.
Well, strawberries has something called ellagic acid. In fact, ellagic acid is what's make a nice strawberry tart. So strawberries are sweet, they're a little tart, and the tartness comes from ellagic acid. Well, ellagic acid is made by strawberries. It cuts off the blood supply to tumors. It's actually good for your metabolism, burns down harmful body fat, is antioxidant, protects your DNA, lowers inflammation, as well as vitamin C in the same strawberry, and activates your stem cells. So what's not to like about strawberries? You'd want as much ellagic acid as possible. Well, it turns out that ellagic acid was discovered by these researchers, and now this has been replicated in other foods as well, as the amount of ellagic acid in a strawberry is made in response to the strawberry plant becoming injured, damaged by insects, critters, nibbling on the leaves and stems. It's a wound healing response. All right.
Dr. William Lee, a leading figure in the field of angiogenesis and regenerative medicine, has made significant strides in understanding how certain foods can influence stem cell health and regeneration. Among the various foods he has studied, strawberries have emerged as a particularly potent ally in promoting stem cell activity. Dr. Lee's research delves into the specific compounds found in strawberries and their unique ability to support and enhance the body's stem cell functions. Strawberries are not just delicious. They are packed with bioactive compounds that have a profound impact on stem cell health. Dr. Lee's research focuses on several key components in strawberries that contribute to their regenerative properties. Strawberries are a rich source of antioxidants, including vitamin C, ellagic acid, and anthocyanins. These antioxidants play a crucial role in protecting stem cells from oxidative stress and damage caused by free radicals. By neutralizing these harmful molecules, antioxidants help maintain the viability and functionality of stem cells, ensuring they remain healthy and capable of performing their regenerative tasks. The polyphenols in strawberries, such as flavonoids and tannins, exhibit powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation can impair stem cell function and lead to various health issues. By reducing inflammation, these polyphenols help create a more favorable environment for stem cells, allowing them to thrive and effectively contribute to tissue repair and regeneration. One of the standout compounds in strawberries is ellagic acid. Dr. Lee's research suggests that ellagic acid may directly influence stem cell activity by promoting their proliferation and differentiation. This compound helps stimulate the regeneration of tissues by encouraging stem cells to multiply and transform into the necessary cell types needed for repair. Dr. Lee's research indicates that incorporating strawberries into your diet can enhance stem cell health in several significant ways. The bioactive compounds in strawberries, particularly ellagic acid, can stimulate the proliferation and differentiation of stem cells. This means that stem cells can more effectively multiply and develop into the specific cells required for tissue repair and regeneration. The high levels of antioxidants in strawberries protect stem cells from oxidative damage and environmental stress. This protection ensures that stem cells remain healthy and capable of performing their regenerative functions. By providing anti-inflammatory polyphenols, strawberries help reduce inflammation, creating a more favorable environment for stem cells. A less inflammatory environment supports better stem cell function and longevity. To take advantage of the stem cell boosting benefits of strawberries, Dr. Lee recommends incorporating them into your daily diet. Here are some practical ways to do this. Enjoy fresh strawberries as a snack. Add them to your breakfast cereal, yogurt, or salads. Their natural sweetness makes them a delicious addition to many dishes. Blend strawberries into smoothies, along with other fruits and vegetables, to create a nutrient-dense beverage that supports overall health and stem cell function. Use strawberries in desserts like strawberry shortcake, tarts, or simply enjoy them with a dollop of whipped cream. Baking with strawberries can add both flavor and health benefits to your treats. When strawberries are in season, consider preserving them by making jams, jellies, or freezing them. This way, you can enjoy their benefits year-round. Dr. Lee's studies have demonstrated that the compounds in strawberries can help in various stages of stem cell function. The antioxidants in strawberries help safeguard stem cells from damage. This protective effect ensures that stem cells can continue to perform their vital roles in the body's maintenance and repair processes. Compounds like ellagic acid are believed to activate stem cells, prompting them to spring into action when the body needs to repair tissues or fight diseases. Chronic inflammation can severely hamper stem cell function. By reducing inflammation, strawberries help maintain an environment where stem cells can function optimally. In addition to their impact on stem cell health, strawberries offer a host of other benefits. The antioxidants in strawberries help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, which are linked to heart disease. The high vitamin C content in strawberries promotes collagen production, essential for skin elasticity and health. Strawberries are low in calories and high in fiber, making them an excellent choice for those looking to maintain a healthy weight. The anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of strawberries contribute to their potential role in reducing cancer risk.
Hey there, Dr. Will Lee, and I have got one of my favorite fruits I want you to know about. You will recognize it, most of you. This is a pomegranate. This is a pomegranate. It's actually a fruit from Asia, and inside this are a bunch of these ruby red seeds with juices. This really juicy little seeds. You can put them in salads. You can actually juice them as well. Here's what's in the juice. It's got something called ellagitannins. These are bioactives that can do a lot of great things. One of the things they do is actually they can cut off the blood supply to tumors, so they can starve cancer by cutting off the blood supply. But the other thing that they do is they improve your gut health by helping to grow a bacteria called Akkermansia. This is a guardian of the gut and guardian of health, and it actually comes from the pomegranate. So don't be afraid to pick one of these things up and eat the seeds and juice them if you dare.
Dr. William Lee, an esteemed researcher in the fields of angiogenesis and regenerative medicine, has conducted groundbreaking studies on the potential of various foods to support and enhance stem cell health. One of the fruits that stands out in his research is the pomegranate. Known for its rich history and vibrant color, pomegranates are now being recognized for their impressive health benefits, particularly in promoting stem cell regeneration. Pomegranates are rich in a variety of bioactive compounds that contribute to their health-promoting properties. Dr. Lee's research highlights several key components in pomegranates that play a significant role in supporting stem cell health. Pomegranates are abundant in ellagitannins, which, when metabolized in the body, convert to ellagic acid. This compound is known for its powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Dr. Lee's research suggests that ellagic acid can enhance the body's natural ability to regenerate stem cells by protecting them from oxidative stress and promoting their proliferation and differentiation. A unique aspect of pomegranates is their conversion of ellagitannins into urolithins by gut bacteria. Urolithins, particularly urolithin A, have been shown to improve mitochondrial health and function. Healthy mitochondria are crucial for the energy production needed by stem cells to perform their regenerative tasks efficiently. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, such as flavonoids and tannins, which exhibit strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. These polyphenols help create an optimal environment for stem cells by reducing inflammation and protecting cells from damage. Dr. Lee's research indicates that consuming pomegranates can enhance stem cell health in several significant ways. The antioxidants in pomegranates protect stem cells from oxidative damage and environmental stress. This protection ensures that stem cells remain healthy and capable of performing their regenerative functions. Compounds like ellagic acid and urolithins stimulate the proliferation and differentiation of stem cells, ensuring they multiply and develop into the necessary cell types for tissue repair and regeneration. The anti-inflammatory properties of polyphenols in pomegranates help reduce chronic inflammation, creating a more favorable environment for stem cells to thrive and function optimally. To harness the stem cell boosting benefits of pomegranates, Dr. Lee recommends incorporating them into your daily diet. Here are some practical ways to do this. Enjoy fresh pomegranate seeds as a snack or add them to salads, yogurt, or oatmeal. Their sweet tart flavor can enhance a variety of dishes. Drink pomegranate juice, but opt for pure juice without added sugars to maximize health benefits. You can also use it in smoothies or as a base for salad dressings. Use pomegranate seeds as a garnish for dishes like roasted meats, grain bowls, and desserts. Their vibrant color and burst of flavor can elevate any meal. Dr. Lee's studies have demonstrated that the compounds in pomegranates can help in various stages of stem cell function. The antioxidants in pomegranates help safeguard stem cells from damage. This protective effect ensures that stem cells can continue to perform their vital roles in the body's maintenance and repair processes. Compounds like ellagic acid and urolithins are believed to activate stem cells, prompting them to spring into action when the body needs to repair tissues or fight diseases. Chronic inflammation can severely hamper stem cell function. By reducing inflammation, pomegranates help maintain an environment where stem cells can function optimally. In addition to their impact on stem cell health, pomegranates offer a host of other benefits. The antioxidants in pomegranates help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, which are linked to heart disease. They also support healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Pomegranates promote collagen production, essential for skin elasticity and health, thanks to their high vitamin C content. The fiber in pomegranates supports healthy digestion and regularity. This holistic approach to diet and health redefines how we think about food, emphasizing the incredible healing power that lies within nature's bounty. Please consider giving us a thumbs up, sharing this video with your friends and family, and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content on health and wellness. Your support enables us to continue delivering essential information to assist you in leading a healthier life.
Well, so what's the benefit? Blood pressure. One of the most important things we can do for our health is to manage our blood pressure, right? High blood pressure, danger for heart attack, for stroke. And so here's a study by Penn State University. What they found is that spiced foods can actually lower your blood pressure, the systolic blood pressure, by 3 points. I want to explain this. Systolic blood pressure is the first number of our blood pressure. Right. So 120 over 70, that 120, that first number is a systolic. 140 is when your blood pressure is high and in the danger zone. Right. For every point you can lower it, you lower your risk of stroke by 5%. Wow. So something like spice mix that makes our food taste better also makes our health better.
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocessed channel.
Did you know that some of the spices sitting in your kitchen cupboard could have powerful health benefits? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating research of Dr. William Lee, a world-renowned medical doctor and scientist who has dedicated his career to studying the effects of dietary components on human health. Dr. Lee's forward-thinking work has shed light on the incredible healing properties of certain spices and their ability to combat disease at the cellular level. From turmeric's anti-inflammatory powers to ginger's potential in fighting cancer, these humble pantry staples are proving to be nutritional powerhouses. In this video, we'll dive into Dr. Lee's cutting-edge research, uncovering the science behind how these spices interact with our bodies and potentially boost our immunity, reduce inflammation, and even starve cancer cells of their fuel. So get ready to be amazed as we reveal the hidden superpowers of spices and learn how incorporating them into our diets could be a delicious way to support our overall well-being. Join us on this flavorful journey as we explore the intersection of ancient culinary traditions and modern medical discoveries with Dr. William Lee.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
Well, right. So black pepper, so this is an interesting thing. Most of us have heard that turmeric, which is a kind of a root, when you cut it open, it's this bright, beautiful, bright orange, a lovely color. And turmeric is also a dried spice used in Southeast Asian cuisine, including Indian cuisine, is where I first became acquainted with it. It not only makes food beautiful, it actually makes food delicious. It's got quite a lovely taste to it. It's a spice. Inside turmeric is curcumin. Curcumin is one of those natural chemicals, kind of like lycopene. It's one of those Mother Nature's treasure chest, Mother Nature's pharmacy with an F, not a PH. And the curcumin has a lot of properties: anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, it cuts off the blood supply feeding cancers. It actually is helpful for your stem cells as well. It really activates almost all of your body's health defenses, and it's good for your gut microbiome. So why not just enjoy turmeric as a spice by itself? Because it's so potent that our body actually doesn't absorb everything that it could. In fact, our body kind of gets, a lot of it gets flushed out, at the tail end. And so what we want to do to improve our body's extraction of the good stuff, the turmeric, it turns out that if you have fresh cracked black pepper, all right, there's a substance in fresh cracked black pepper called piperine. Yeah. Piperine is one of Mother Nature's, these remarkable chemicals that actually influences the body. And piperine helps the body hang on to the curcumin. So if you have fresh cracked black pepper with your turmeric, you're actually creating a 1-2 punch that allows you to absorb more of the curcumin.
Of course. Turmeric, of course, is the brilliant yellow root that gives curry its vibrant color and distinctive flavor. But its active compound curcumin is also what gives turmeric its therapeutic properties that have been revered for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine. Dr. Lee's research has been shedding scientific light on curcumin's incredible healing potential, particularly when it comes to combating inflammation and cancer. One key issue he addressed is how to increase curcumin's bioavailability, as it is poorly absorbed in the body on its own. Interestingly, Dr. Lee found that combining turmeric with black pepper significantly boosts curcumin absorption. Black pepper contains a bioactive compound called piperine that inhibits metabolic enzymes that typically break down curcumin, allowing more of it to be delivered to the cells. With increased bioavailability, curcumin's superpowers really shine through. It's a potent anti-inflammatory agent able to block inflammatory pathways while also ramping up the body's own anti-inflammatory defenses. A dual-action approach. In Dr. Lee's cancer studies, curcumin demonstrated the ability to interfere with every stage of tumor development and spread. It can promote cancer cell death, cut off blood and nutrient supply lines feeding tumors, and even sensitize cancer cells to chemotherapy. Remarkably, curcumin seems to selectively target cancer cells while leaving healthy cells relatively unharmed, a sought-after but difficult to achieve effect with most cancer drugs. Dr. Lee's team also made the fascinating discovery that curcumin can boost levels of healthy intestinal stem cells that create new cells, while simultaneously purging potential pre-cancerous stem cells. This 1-2 punch could help rejuvenate the gut lining and prevent future cancers from taking root. From fighting inflammation to starving cancer cells, turmeric's bioactive curcumin has transformed from an ancient remedy to a modern-day disease fighter, thanks to trailblazers like Dr. Lee uncovering the science behind its power. And simple additions like black pepper can amplify those therapeutic effects. So while more research is still needed, adding a dash of turmeric and black pepper to your curries, smoothies, or golden milk lattes may be doing a whole lot more for your health than just providing bright color and flavor.
Hello everyone, Dr. Will Lee here. What if I told you that you probably have a powerful ingredient for burning fat and improving your metabolism in your pantry right now? I'm talking about cinnamon. And you probably think about cinnamon as a powder that you sprinkle on top of hot apple cider or an apple pie. But cinnamon is actually the bark of a tree, and it comes rolled up in a stick called a quill. Cinnamon has more than 20 different bioactives that can influence your metabolism, and one of them is called cinnamaldehyde, which can trigger your brain to release a hormone that fires up your brown fat, and this can improve your metabolism. A clinical study from India showed that cinnamon can improve blood glucose, shrink waist size, and even reverse metabolic syndrome. What's the dose? The researchers showed that the effects were seen with just half a teaspoon of cinnamon per day.
Cinnamon has long been prized not just for its warm, comforting flavor, but also for its medicinal properties in traditional systems like Chinese medicine. Now modern science is validating what ancient practitioners observed centuries ago. In his research, Dr. Lai found that cinnamon contains potent anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant properties, stemming from its richness in polyphenol compounds like cinnamaldehyde and metabolites like sodium benzoate. Let's start with cinnamon's anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation can drive diseases like cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and rheumatoid arthritis. But studies by Dr. Lee's team demonstrated that cinnamon extract could significantly reduce inflammatory markers and even outperform some anti-inflammatory drugs. Cinnamon's antimicrobial abilities are also drawing a lot of interest. Its bioactive components have been shown to be effective against a range of bacterial strains, including antibiotic-resistant superbugs like MRSA. This could make cinnamon a valuable alternative for fighting chronic infections. Perhaps most fascinating are cinnamon's potential anti-cancer effects that Dr. Lee has been intensely studying. His research revealed that cinnamon extract can actually reprogram a cancer cell to start behaving like a normal cell, again, through genetic modulation. On top of that, compounds in cinnamon can disrupt the formation of blood vessels that feed tumor growth and progression, essentially starving cancers of their nutrient supply. In animal studies, mice fed a cinnamon-supplemented diet showed significantly reduced size and incidence of colon tumors compared to the control group, a remarkable finding. While most of the cancer research is still preclinical, Dr. Lee has teamed up with oncologists to explore cinnamon's effects in human clinical trials for various cancer types. The early results are quite promising. Of course, cinnamon is just one part of an overall healthy diet and lifestyle. But Dr. Lee's pioneering work suggests this humble household spice could pack some heavy-hitting medicinal punches. So the next time you sprinkle some cinnamon on your oatmeal or baked treats, you'll know there's a lot more to this warm spice than just its delightful flavor and aroma.
Here I am very excited to share with you something that's important if you like herbs and spices and you want to find out where something you may have heard about comes from. I'm always curious about that stuff. One of the things that you might use for the fall holidays is bay leaves, right? Use bay leaves for sauces. You might use it for flavoring something that you're making in the oven, a roast or something of some sort, a stew. All right, I'm going to show you where bay leaves come from. This is a bay leaf shrub. It's an aromatic shrub. You can see this is exactly what you get. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to show you. This is a friend of mine cutting it. All right, here it is, bay leaf. Now, bay leaves actually smell really nice. I'm going to pick one off. And I think you got to probably bust it open, peel it like that. It's aromatic, and the smell comes from a bioactive, an oily bioactive called eugenol. Eugenol is amazing because it activates your stem cells. So it's a regenerative compound found in an herb that you actually use, pick from the garden, from a shrub, and it also kills cancer stem cells. It kills breast cancer stem cells, which is a awesome plus, and it's really cool. So if you want to learn more from me, it's not too late to sign up for my October Eat to Beat Disease course. The link's in the bio. Sign up. We're going to talk more about seasonal things that you can do to elevate your health. That's it for now. Dr. Will Lee out. I'll see you in the course.
While bay leaves are a common ingredient used to subtly season soups, stews, and braises, this humble herb may actually possess some remarkable healing properties according to the research of Dr. William Lee. In his studies, Dr. Lee has been investigating the bioactive compounds found in bay leaves that could have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-cancer effects. One of the star players Dr. Lee has identified is a powerful plant compound called parthenolide. This sesquiterpene lactone has been shown to reduce inflammation through inhibiting certain inflammatory pathways at the molecular level. Chronic inflammation, as we know, is at the root of many diseases from arthritis to cancer to Alzheimer's. So by tamping down inflammation, parthenolide and other compounds in bay leaves could help prevent and potentially treat these conditions.
Then the bay leaves.
Bay leaves, bay leaves, bay leaves.
But that's just the start of bay leaves' potential healing abilities. Dr. Lee's work also reveals significant antioxidant activity, which can neutralize free radicals and protect cells from oxidative damage linked to aging and disease. Perhaps most exciting are bay leaves' anti-cancer properties, uncovered by Dr. Lee's team. Studies indicate that parthenolide can actually induce programmed cell death in cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. It does this by disrupting certain signaling pathways that cancer cells use to proliferate out of control. Bay leaf compounds can also cut off the blood supply that tumors need to grow and spread to other parts of the body. In animal model studies, mice fed extracts from edible bay leaves showed reduced tumor growth, fewer instances of metastasis or spread to other organs, and an overall increase in longevity compared to control groups. While still early, these findings have Dr. Lee excited about exploring bay leaves as a potential adjunct therapy combined with conventional cancer treatment to make them more effective and cut down on toxic side effects. Of course, much more research is still needed, including human clinical trials. But this ancient herb used for millennia in cooking and folk medicine may just contain some of nature's most potent disease-fighting compounds. So the next time you toss a bay leaf into your pot of soup or sauce, you'll know there's a lot more to this aromatic leaf than just its distinctive woodsy flavor. Its therapeutic potential is just beginning to be unlocked thanks to pioneering researchers like Dr. William Lee.
I actually love capers, my favorite thing to add. They're salty and wonderful, but beyond the taste, what are the benefits?
Yeah, so capers are little flavor bombs. They're actually the flower buds, and they actually have a natural chemical called quercetin, which also helps improve our circulation, which is good for our skin. And so the things that I like to do with capers, for example, there's so many ways you can do it. You can sprinkle it onto a chicken dish, like a chicken Milanese with capers and lemon. You could actually use it, eat it with bagels and lox. You could actually chop it up with tomatoes and stick it into a salsa. So here's like little tiny ways you can actually help your blood flow, help your circulation, help your skin.
All right, so then this is a little salsa we made. Basically, what I usually do if there's a food that I really think has great health benefits, I'll Google dishes with capers, and then that pops up, and you can just go from there.
Mix it right in there. It's
just
delicious.
Mix it right in.
When you think of capers, you likely picture them as a tangy, briny garnish for things like lox and bagels or chicken piccata. But these humble flower buds may be a remarkably potent disease fighter, according to groundbreaking research from Dr. William Lee.
Capers?
In his studies, Dr. Lee has identified powerful bioactive compounds in capers that could have significant anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-cancer effects. One of the star players Dr. Lee found in capers is a phytochemical called quercetin. This powerful antioxidant can help neutralize free radicals and oxidative stress that contribute to aging and many chronic diseases. But quercetin's benefits go far beyond just its antioxidant capabilities. Dr. Lee's research shows it's also a potent anti-inflammatory agent that can inhibit inflammatory pathways and enzymes involved in triggering the inflammatory response. Gee, I wonder how much?
And just let me pivot back to the capers here. For that, what, a tablespoon a week? Or?
Yeah, I mean, sprinkle some on. This is like a condiment that lights up your health.
Chronic inflammation, as we know, is an underlying driver of conditions like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. So quercetin's 1-2 punch of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects could make it a valuable therapeutic compound. Perhaps most exciting are the emerging anti-cancer effects of quercetin and other compounds found in capers that Dr. Lee has been intensively studying. In cell models and animal studies, caper extracts have demonstrated the ability to selectively induce programmed cell death in cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. They can also disrupt the angiogenesis process that tumors rely on for blood supply and metastasis. In mice studies, animals fed quercetin-rich caper extracts showed significant reductions in tumor growth, decreased instances of cancer spread to other organs, and even increased longevity compared to control groups.
Special capers from Italy.
While still early, these promising results have Dr. Lee exploring capers and quercetin as potential adjuvant therapies to make conventional cancer treatments more effective and reduce toxic side effects. Of course, much more research is still needed, including human clinical trials. But the fact that these tiny, unassuming flower buds could be such a dense source of potent disease-fighting compounds is yet another example of nature's incredible healing potential. So while capers alone can't prevent or cure disease, adding a sprinkle of these tangy delights to your dishes could provide some extra antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and even anti-cancer support thanks to the fascinating therapeutic properties uncovered in Dr. William Li's pioneering research. Please consider giving us a thumbs up, sharing this video with your friends and family, and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content on health and wellness. Your support enables us to continue delivering essential information to assist you in leading a healthier life.
Also, she'll have snacks. Healthy snacks, but snacks.
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocessed channel.
Our stem cells, remember I said that we formed in a womb with stem cells?
Yeah.
Well, when we're born, we have extra stem cells left over that were not used. So it's kind of like painting a room. If you're painting a room and you're going to buy paint, right? You always buy extra paint because the last thing you want to do is to run out of paint before you finish the job. What do you do when the room has been completed from painting? You've got extra cans of paint. So what do? You put the cap on, you put it in your garage, okay, for another time if you need to spot check. Well, this is actually what happens with our stem cells. When we're born, and our organs have formed all these stem cells, the overage, and we've got extra stem cells. In fact, we've got 750 million extra stem cells when we're born. That gets packed up into our bone marrow where it basically sits for most of our lives until we need to repair our organs from the inside out. So regeneration, our ability to be able to renew ourselves, is another health defense system.
Dr. William Li, a distinguished medical doctor, researcher, and author of 2 influential books, explores the profound impact of food on health. His extensive research is dedicated to understanding how food can promote stem cell regeneration and enhance overall well-being. Dr. Li has led trailblazing studies exploring how specific nutrients and compounds in food can activate stem cells, enhancing their regenerative capabilities. Today, we'll be sharing recipes for snacks that are not only easy to prepare, but also incorporate ingredients recommended by Dr. Li for their stem cell supporting properties. These snacks are designed for convenience. Some can be made ahead of time for quick grab-and-go options, while others can be stored in the freezer and simply thawed in the refrigerator the night before for an effortless afternoon snack. Stay tuned as Dr. Li introduces the first ingredient in our first snack recipe, providing insights into how it supports stem cell regeneration and contributes to a nourishing start to your day. Let's get started. The first ingredient for our stem cell snack is goji berries.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
Snacks.
Goji berries also can actually reprogram stem cells, and goji berries, it's amazing. It's one of those continuum. Like you hear these days, you hear a lot about these medicinal foods that have been used in Asia for years, like cordyceps mushrooms, which I saw in the marketplace the other day. It's really cool. But goji berries are something very common as an herbal medicine, and I think that one of the things that we need to remember is that when we're borrowing and exploring fascinating food substances that have been used traditionally for thousands of years as medicine in other cultures, we should be just a little cautious that this doesn't mean that we can just be playing around with the substance. But goji berries, which I love to put goji berries in tea. If you mix it, goji berries with tea, put a date, a dried date in there, put some chrysanthemum flower in there, you kind of create this really nice herbal tea. You can put oolong tea or black tea, so you can actually find ways to extract some of these natural substances. Goji berries have bioactives like lutein and zeaxanthin, which is good for your vision. But some of these substances also reprogram your fat stem cells as well.
A pro tip: if they seem a little dry, soak them in a bit of water for a few minutes before adding them to your snack. They'll plump up and add a juicy texture. The next ingredient in our first stem snack is mangoes. They come in a range of sweetness levels, so choose one that perfectly complements your taste buds.
There are foods that just can actually automatically boost our immune system by themselves. One of them is mango. I love mangoes. They're juicy, sweet, filled with fiber. They got lots of vitamins, and they also have bioactives. And I call them mango, by the way, mangoes and stone fruit grand slammers of foods. These are foods, a whole table of foods I have in my book that all activate all 5 defense systems at the same time, including the immune system. So you can slam it out of the park by eating these foods. Mango is one of my favorites. Tasty, juicy, sweet. You get vitamins, good minerals, and it actually contains these natural bioactives that actually can help boost your immune system.
Up next are pistachios. These little green nuts are a great source of healthy fats and protein, keeping you feeling satisfied throughout your snack.
When we feed our gut bacteria with healthy foods that they like dietary fiber, our bacteria make our immune system perform better. And nowhere is this more important than when you're actually fighting cancer. A healthy immune system is critical for beating cancer. A study of 800 people with stage 3 colon cancer getting treatment with chemotherapy found that those patients who are eating 2 handfuls of tree nuts a week, almonds, pistachios, walnuts, cashews, macadamia, pine nuts, they actually had a 50% decrease in the risk of mortality. The fiber from the nuts feeds the microbiome, which improves immunity, which tips the scales against cancer.
Here is the first stem cell snack. 1. Tropical bowl with a superfood boost. Ingredients: frozen blackberries, goji berries, almond or nut milk, honey, optional, diced mango, sliced peaches, and chopped pistachios. Blend together frozen blackberries and a handful of fresh goji berries with unsweetened almond milk and a touch of honey for sweetness. Pour the ingredients into a bowl and top with diced mango, sliced peaches, and a sprinkle of chopped pistachios. To easily shell pistachios, use one shell to pry open another, making it simple to access even the most stubborn nuts.
Snack time!
Up next, Dr. Lee tells us a little about kale, an ingredient in our next snack.
Check this out, kale, right? Kale is a brassica. It contains healthy bioactives like isothiocyanate, hard to pronounce, ITCs. They create sulforaphanes, and the things that make broccoli taste kind of sulfury. But it's really good for you. It's good for your immune system, good for cancer fighting, good for your circulation, good for your gut microbiome. Most of these kale has good source of dietary fiber. You always
Next is blueberries. Fresh or frozen work great.
Blue comes from blueberries. Their beautiful blue color comes from a natural dye called anthocyanin. That's an antioxidant that protects your DNA, helps build your immune system, and also improves your metabolism as well.
Next ingredient, flaky seafood.
Number 2, there's another fat that you should know about that's found associated with protein. That's in seafood, and that's omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s also help our stem cells regenerate. They prompt our body to stay renewed, which is important for aging. Where do you get omega-3s? Well, besides salmon and anchovies and mackerel and sardines, you hear about that a lot. It turns out many different kinds of seafoods and even seaweeds, actually edible seaweeds, actually have omega-3s. So one of the things that I write about in my new book, Eat to Beat Your Diet, is leaning into that seafood section of the grocery store, which, some people already like seafood, but some people aren't familiar. And I want to take people's apprehension away to say, dive in there because there's a lot of great stuff. That's a secret to longevity as well. It turns out in many of the blue zones and in many places where people live to a ripe old age, they eat reasonable amounts of seafood regularly.
Olive oil is next. Remember, a little goes a long way.
Well, it turns out that extra virgin olive oil turns out to be really helpful for our stem cells. It protects our stem cells as we age. And not surprisingly, in the blue zones, those parts of the world where people live really to healthy, ripe old ages, over 100, for example, centenarians, they tend to eat olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, which, by the way, comes from a plant. It's a plant-based healthy fat.
And now the second stem cell snack. 2. Deconstructed salad with a seafood twist. Ingredients: chopped kale and your favorite chopped collard greens, blueberries, flaked seafood, your choice of salmon, anchovies, mackerel, sardines, seaweeds which are high in omega-3 sulf, and olive oil. Layer chopped kale and chopped collard greens. Add a sprinkle of fresh blueberries and some cooked flaked seafood like salmon, anchovies, mackerel, sardines, and seaweed. Drizzle a touch of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon juice. Did you know that using dried seaweed such as wakame as a salt substitute can significantly boost stem cell health in any meal? Make sure to check the package ingredients and choose one with wakame as the only ingredient. Blend the dried seaweed using a coffee grinder. Store it in a small jar and sprinkle it on anything you would normally season with salt. Now, let's move on to our next stem cell recipe. Next ingredient is super easy to prepare: edamame.
By sharing these authentic edamame.
I also want to point out, particularly as people are getting older, that soy in its whole form, like edamame, or its fermented forms like tofu and tempeh, etc., they're good sources of protein as well. And, you know, we talk about all the bioactives and all that stuff, but let's not forget about the fact that we need good, healthy intake of protein. That's something that is so important as we age, to have the proper amount. You know, you don't want to overload yourself on protein, but you also don't want to ignore some of these plant-based foods. You know, people go, well, you know, if you're telling me not to eat red meat, well, I'm not going to be having that much protein. Wrong. You know, soy foods, nuts and legumes, great sources of healthy proteins as well. So let's not forget about that.
Here is the third stem cell snack. 3. Edamame with a spicy kick. Ingredients: edamame, chili flakes, and chopped watercress. Steam or boil a cup of edamame until tender. While hot, sprinkle with a pinch of chili flakes and a sprinkle of chopped watercress. By the way, when cooking with chili flakes, sprinkle them towards the end of cooking to retain their heat and vibrant flavor in your dishes. Now, let's move on to the next ingredient in our final stem cell snack recipe.
Yummy, yummy.
Almonds next. These little nuts are a protein and healthy fat powerhouse. And now a touch of indulgence: dark chocolate. Next are peaches.
Look what I found here. I found some roasted almonds. Another great choice for your metabolism.
Now I'm going to throw one last kind of delight and surprise that can help your stem cells, which help to rebuild your brain and your heart and your muscles, actually is dark chocolate. Turns out chocolate's a candy. Okay, it's a confection. But to make dark chocolate, you have high amounts, 70%, 80%, 90% cacao. Cacao is actually from the seed pod, the cacao plant. And that's a plant-based food. It turns out there's natural chemicals, bioactives in cacao, made in dark chocolate at high concentrations, that help our stem cells come out and rebuild our muscles, our circulation, many other parts that need to be renewed. And as we get older, one of the things we want to do is we want to continuously be renewed rather than broken down. These are some of the ways that we think about diet and longevity.
Feel free to keep the skin on for extra fiber, or peel it for a smoother texture.
Hey there, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite fruits. This is a peach, one of my favorite summer fruits, juicy. You can smell the fragrance. The peach actually comes from Asia. Actually was transplanted and transported along the Silk Road. And it's got chlorogenic acid. This is actually a bioactive that actually does a lot of things. It cuts off the blood supply to tumors. It actually helps to protect stem cells, your health defenses. Also good for gut health, and it's also got a good amount of dietary fiber. But the interesting thing about chlorogenic acid is it actually helps your metabolism by fighting body fat. So you can activate your good fat and fight your bad fat using chlorogenic acid. Plus, it's just a juicy, great fruit to select during the summer. What you want to do is you want to smell it, and it should actually smell really good. And by the way, yellow peaches actually tend to be a little bit sweeter and juicier than white peaches, but white peaches are also delicate and great. Dr. Will Lee out.
Now the fourth stem cell snack. 4. Dark chocolate and berry bites. Ingredients: mashed dates, almond butter, chopped blueberries or dried blueberries, melted dark chocolate, and chopped pistachios. Combine mashed dates with a dollop of almond butter and chopped blueberries. Roll the mixture into bite-sized balls and drizzle with melted dark chocolate. Optionally, next roll into chopped pistachios. This recipe is perfect for preparing a large batch in advance. Freeze individual portions for a convenient grab-and-go snack option. Please consider giving us a thumbs up sharing this video with your friends and family, and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content on health and wellness. Your support enables us to continue delivering essential information to assist you in leading a healthier life.
In addition to just physically exercising, we need to be able to actually build our muscles. Now, how does our body build our muscles? From the time we're born all the way until our advanced ages, uses stem cells. Now, these are not the stem cells you would get at the strip mall, injected into your knee, or for your tennis elbow or your shoulder. These are stem cells we were born with. And a lot of people don't know this, but humans do regenerate. We were actually formed with stem cells when our mom's egg met our dad's sperm, and we were just a ball of cells, all stem cells. And these stem cells actually will run from your jaw and our face and our ears and our livers and our hearts. And we have a bunch left over when we're born, about 70 million leftover cells. They're packed away, kind of like on the shelves of Home Depot, extra cans of paint. You can draw on them when you need to. And these stem cells actually will participate in building our muscle over time. So what are some of the foods that actually help our stem cells come out so they can help to regenerate things?
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocessed channel.
We're talking about stem cell regeneration. Yes, regrowing parts of your body, and believe it or not, the key might be sitting right on your dinner plate. Our guide through this mind-blowing topic is none other than Dr. William Li, a world-renowned physician, researcher, and author who's been making waves in the medical community. You might know him from his best-selling books, Eat to Beat Disease and Eat to Beat Your Diet. But Dr. Li isn't just another diet guru. Today, we're diving into something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but it's actually cutting-edge science. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In his trailblazing research, Dr. Li has been looking at how certain foods can actually help regenerate stem cells in your body. Wait, what? Stem cells? Aren't those the controversial things from the early 2000s? Yes, but also no. You see, we all have stem cells in our bodies, even as adults. They're like blank slates that can turn into any type of cell, skin, muscle, even organ tissue. They're our body's natural repair kit. As we age or face health challenges, our stem cell function can decline.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
And this is the game changer. Dr. Li's work suggests that certain foods can actually boost our body's ability to regenerate these vital cells. It's like having a secret code that tells your body to replenish its own repair kit. And when your stem cells are thriving, they can help rebuild damaged tissues, fight off diseases, and even slow down the aging process. So, what are these stem cell boosting superfoods? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today, diving deep into Dr. Li's research. From dark, leafy greens to bright berries, and even some surprises like dark chocolate, we'll uncover the foods that might just help your body regrow and rejuvenate itself. This isn't just about looking younger or feeling more energetic, although those are nice perks. Dr. Li's work suggests that by nourishing your stem cells, you could potentially fight off serious diseases like cancer, heal more quickly from injuries, and even burn fat more efficiently. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too good to be true. But Dr. Li isn't some internet health guru. He's a respected scientist whose work is changing how the medical community views nutrition. His findings are based on rigorous research, much of it published in peer-reviewed journals. So, are you ready to discover how your next meal could help regenerate your body from the inside out? Stay tuned as we explore Dr. William Li's spearheading research on stem cell regeneration and the incredible foods that make it possible. Trust me, after this video, you'll never look at your salad the same way again.
Well, it turns out that extra virgin olive oil turns out to be really helpful for our stem cells. It protects our stem cells as we age. And not surprisingly, in the blue zones, those parts of the world where people live really to healthy, ripe old ages, over 100, for example, centenarians, they tend to eat olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, which, by the way, comes from a plant. It's a plant-based healthy fat.
1. Extra virgin olive oil. First, let's explore an exciting discovery related to stem cell tissue repair. The magic of extra virgin olive oil. This golden elixir holds a secret weapon, powerful compounds called oleocanthal and oleuropein. Dr. Li's research focuses on the link between these compounds and mesenchymal stem cells, MSCs. These remarkable cells hold the unique ability to transform into different types of cells, including bone, cartilage, and fat cells. This makes them crucial for tissue repair and regeneration throughout the body. Here's why Dr. Lee highlights extra virgin olive oil as a potential ally in tissue health. First, protecting and multiplying MSCS. Dr. Lee's research suggests that oleocanthal and oleuropein in extra virgin olive oil may play a role in protecting existing MSCS from damage. Additionally, these compounds might even stimulate the proliferation of MESCs, encouraging them to multiply and replenish their numbers. Next, enhance tissue repair. With a healthy population of protected MESCs, the body's natural repair mechanisms are potentially strengthened. This can lead to improved healing after injuries, better management of chronic conditions involving tissue degeneration, and potentially even support bone health. Last, a delicious investment in health. Drizzling extra virgin olive oil on your salads, incorporating it into your cooking, or simply enjoying a small amount with some bread can be a delicious way to support your body's natural healing abilities. It's important. Consider that quality matters. When it comes to reaping the benefits of oleocanthal and oleuropein, choose high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Look for bottles labeled extra virgin and cold-pressed for maximum potency. And variety is key. While extra virgin olive oil is a fantastic source of these beneficial compounds, incorporate a balanced diet for optimal health. Include a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains alongside your healthy fats. Also, moderation is key. Extra virgin olive oil, despite its benefits, is still a source of fat. Use it in moderation as part of a balanced diet. The takeaway: Dr. Lee's research on the connection between extra virgin olive oil and MSCS sheds light on the potential of this delicious oil to support tissue repair and regeneration. By incorporating high-quality extra virgin olive oil into your diet, you can potentially invest in your body's natural healing abilities and promote overall well-being. Next up on Dr. Lee's stem cell regeneration list.
Number 2, there's another fat that you should know about that's found associated with protein. That's in seafood, and that's omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s also help our stem cells regenerate. They prompt our body to stay renewed, which is important for aging. Where do you get omega-3s? Well, besides salmon and anchovies and mackerel and sardines, you hear about that a lot. It turns out many different kinds of seafoods and even seaweeds, actually edible seaweeds, actually have omega-3. So one of the things that I write about in my new book, Eat to Beat Your Diet, is leaning into that seafood section of the grocery store, which, some people already like seafood, but some people aren't familiar. And I want to take people's apprehension away to say, dive in there because there's a lot of great stuff. That's a secret to longevity as well. It turns out in many of the blue zones and in many places where people live to a ripe old age, they eat reasonable amounts of seafood regularly.
2. Seaweed and fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, herring, tuna, sardines, anchovies, trout, halibut, swordfish, yellowtail. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA. While we explore the wonders of Dr. Lee's powerhouse vegetables, let's delve into another brain-boosting discovery. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, and their finned friends hold a secret weapon for cognitive health. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA-deoxyxanoic acid. Dr. Lee emphasizes the importance of DHA4, protecting and stimulating neural stem cells. These tiny heroes reside within our brains and hold the remarkable ability to transform into new brain cells. As we age, the number and function of these stem cells decline, potentially impacting memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Here's why Dr. Lee champions fatty fish as a brain power booster. First, DHA fueling neural stem cells. Dr. Lee's research suggests that DHA plays a crucial role in supporting neural stem cells. It may help these stem cells survive, function optimally, and potentially even increase their production. Next, sharper mind, stronger memory. By supporting neural stem cells, DHA may contribute to improved cognitive function, sharper memory, and enhanced learning capacity. Last, lifelong brain health. Including fatty fish in your diet can be a delicious way to invest in your brain health throughout your life. It's important to consider that variety is key. Don't limit yourself to just salmon or mackerel. Explore a range of fatty fish like sardines, herring, and tuna to enjoy the diverse benefits of omega-3 South. Aim for balance. While incorporating fatty fish is beneficial, maintain a balanced diet for optimal brain health. Include fruits, vegetables, and whole grains alongside your seafood, fresh or frozen. Both fresh and frozen fatty fish can be excellent sources of DHA. Choose the option that best suits your preferences and budget. The takeaway: Dr. Lee's focus on DHA and its connection to neural stem cells sheds light on the power of fatty fish for brain health. By incorporating these delicious options into your diet, you can support your cognitive function and invest in a sharper mind for years to come. Don't miss our next video, where Dr. Lee unveils the identities of the 6 powerhouse vegetables and explores their potential brain-supporting properties. It's important to be mindful of mercury levels in certain fish, especially for pregnant or breastfeeding women. Be sure to check with the FDA for the latest recommendations on mercury in fish.
Now I'm going to throw one last kind of delight and surprise that can help your stem cells, which help to rebuild your brain and your heart and your muscles, actually is dark chocolate. Turns out chocolate's a candy. Okay, it's a confection. But to make dark chocolate, you have high amounts, 70%, 80%, 90% cacao. Cacao is actually from a seed pod, the cacao plant, and that's a plant-based food. It turns out there's natural chemicals, bioactives in cacao made in dark chocolate at high concentrations that help our stem cells come out and rebuild our muscles, our circulation, many other parts that need to be renewed. And as we get older, one of the things we want to do is we want to continuously be renewed rather than broken down. These are some of the ways that we think about diet and longevity.
3. Dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao. Dr. Lee's research sheds light on a specific compound found in dark chocolate called epicatechin, a type of flavonoid. Flavonoids are powerful antioxidants that offer a range of health benefits, but in the context of muscle health, epicatechin appears to be a game changer. Here's how Dr. Lee's discovery regarding epicatechin and muscle health is so exciting. First, the muscle stem cells. Our bodies contain special cells called muscle stem cells. These tiny warriors play a crucial role in muscle repair and growth. As we age, the number and function of these stem cells decline. This can lead to decreased muscle mass, reduced strength, and a slower metabolism. Second, epicatechin. Dr. Lee's research suggests that epicatechin, found abundantly in dark chocolate, 70% cocoa and above, may have the potential to increase the number of muscle stem cells in our bodies. This translates to better muscle repair after exercise, potentially leading to these 3 things. First, improved strength and endurance. With more muscle stem cells working their magic, your muscles can rebuild and grow more efficiently, leading to increased strength and endurance. Next, faster recovery. After a tough workout, your muscles experience micro tears. Increased muscle stem cells can accelerate the repair process, leading to faster recovery times between workouts. Last, boosted metabolism. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns calories, even at rest. By supporting muscle health, epicatechin may indirectly contribute to a higher metabolism, aiding in weight management. It's important to consider that while Dr. Lee's discovery is promising, keep in mind that dark chocolate is just one piece of the puzzle. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep are still essential for optimal muscle health. Also, moderation is key. Dark chocolate, despite its health benefits, still contains sugar and fat. Enjoy it in moderation, ideally a small square or 2 with a high cocoa content. And quality matters. Not all dark chocolate is created equal. Opt for varieties with at least 70% cocoa content and minimal added sugar or milk solids. The takeaway: Dr. Lee's discovery regarding epicatechin and dark chocolate adds another exciting layer to the story of this delicious treat. While it's not a free pass to indulge in endless chocolate bars, incorporating high-quality dark chocolate in moderation alongside a healthy lifestyle can be a delicious way to support your muscle health and overall well-being. For a deeper dive into muscle support, watch our video on the veggies revealed by Dr. Lee that has muscle-building benefits. Remember, Dr. Lee's approach isn't about single superfoods, but rather creating a diverse diet that supports stem cell health from multiple angles. He often advises combining these foods for synergistic effects, for example. The goal is to create an internal environment that protects, nourishes, and stimulates your body's own regenerative capabilities. Please consider giving us a thumbs up, sharing this video with your friends and family, and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content on health and wellness.
What are we talking about?
Today I'm going to talk about foods and drinks that actually increase blood flow to your legs. And the reason that we need to talk about this is because if we don't have good blood flow to our legs and our feet, we wind up actually having serious problems with walking, and it actually even gets worse. If we don't have enough good blood flow to our feet, actually our skin will actually open up and we'll actually have wounds that can actually not heal, become infected, get gangrenous, and it can lead to amputation. So I'm a medical doctor. I can tell you that I work in this space, vascular space of blood flow. And one of the things that we really focus on is making sure that all of our organs and all of our tissues, including the bones and muscles and skin of our legs, actually have good blood flow. Okay?
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocessed channel.
In this video, we will learn from Dr. William Li, a world-renowned physician, researcher, and author whose work has profoundly influenced our understanding of the connection between diet, circulation, stem cells, and overall health. It turns out that what's good for circulation also benefits your stem cells, and what supports your stem cells, in turn, aids circulation. So at the end, Dr. Li will also share some foods that benefit both stem cells and circulation. Dr. Li is best known for his pioneering research in angiogenesis, which is the process our bodies use to grow new blood vessels. His groundbreaking studies have shed light on the vital role that blood flow plays in maintaining health, preventing disease, and even reversing certain health conditions. Good circulation is essential for keeping your entire body healthy, but it's especially crucial for your extremities, like your feet and legs, where blood flow can sometimes become compromised. Poor circulation in these areas can lead to a range of issues, from discomfort and swelling to more serious problems like nerve damage, ulcers, and even an increased risk of infection. In people with conditions like diabetes or peripheral artery disease, the stakes are even higher, making it absolutely essential to understand how to support and maintain good blood flow. Dr. Li will explain what can go wrong when circulation is poor, particularly in the lower parts of your body, and how these issues can affect your overall health. But more importantly, he'll share practical, science-backed strategies for optimizing circulation using something as simple as your daily diet. Dr. Li has extensively studied how certain foods and drinks can help improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and support the health of your blood vessels. He will guide us through which foods to incorporate into our diets and how they work to enhance circulation. Whether it's certain fruits, vegetables, or even specific beverages, these dietary choices can have a significant impact on how well your blood circulates, particularly to your feet and legs.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
So, let's listen to Dr. Li and learn how to optimize our circulation with the power of food and drink.
So think about what causes poor blood flow into your legs. Well, if you have narrowing of the arteries, atherosclerosis due to high blood cholesterol, high lipids, if you actually have hypertension, high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries that comes from smoking and vaping, damaged blood vessels from conditions like diabetes. All of these things can actually compromise blood flow to your leg. Now, think about it this way. Your heart is the source of pumping blood for the rest of your body, including your legs and your feet. If you want blood flow down to your big toe, your heart's got to be working really well to pump that blood. So cardiovascular health, having good heart health, is the beginning of actually having good circulation to your legs and, frankly, anywhere else in your body. Things that actually help protect the your heart. Cardiovascular health is number one if you want to actually have good blood flow. If you have problems with your heart, baggy heart, heart failure, cardiomyopathy, you're not going to actually have good blood flow to your legs and feet. And that actually has really, really bad consequences.
Circulation. Make blood circulate.
What else is important to having good blood flow?
So number one, having good heart leads to good blood flow. Having healthy blood vessels is really important. And also having really good nerves to your feet are also important as well. A lot of people don't realize this, but if you think about it, the nerves on the bottom of our feet are absolutely critical for health. What do I mean? Well, if you've ever walked on a beach and had your sand, the feeling of your toes in the sand, that feels nice, right? It reminds us of our childhood, it reminds us of our summer vacation. Well, there are people who don't have sensation on their feet. People who have diabetes, for example, it's a condition called neuropathy. They can't feel the sensations of their feet. So look, sand is a nice sensation, but if they step on a shard of glass or a nail, whether it's rusty or not, it can actually cut the skin, and now they don't actually have sensation. They won't feel that ouch. They won't pull back, and that cut will actually be there. They won't even know it's there because it doesn't hurt. There's no pain, and because it's on your feet and your feet are walking on the ground in shoes, it's very easy to get infected. And that infection can set into motion a chain reaction that you don't want to have. All right. And if you have diabetes and you actually have lower immune system, that infection can actually crawl up into your skin and your tissues and break it all down. That's called diabetic neuropathy, where you can't feel, and leads to diabetic foot ulcers, which is actually where you actually have a hole in your foot.
Oh, my foot! Oh!
What else can go wrong when you don't have good blood flow?
So I want to talk about a condition called peripheral arterial disease, because this is actually a condition that really exemplifies. It shows you just how bad it can be if you don't have good blood flow. So peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, is really narrowing of the blood vessels into your legs and narrowing and hardening of the blood vessels to your legs, where you're actually not getting enough blood flow. Now, how do you know you're not getting enough blood flow? Well, listen, our legs are full of muscles, and when we're walking, we're contracting our muscles. Look, if you're walking to the parking lot from the grocery store, you need those muscles working. And if there's not enough blood flow to those muscles, you're going to be able to get to a certain point, and then the muscles are going to cramp up. They just don't have what it takes to actually keep working and moving. The lactic acid will build up, and then you'll have to stop for a while, rest, let the work stop, and whatever blood flow you can get begin again until you're clearing that lactic acid and the blood flow is actually getting enough oxygen. Then you can walk again for a little bit. When I went to medical school, we used to, talk about this idea of the person with bad circulation being able to walk in a shopping mall. Now, I know most shopping malls don't exist anymore, but it was sort of walking 100 feet from one store to the other store, then having to sit on a bench to rest before they can get up and go again. So when you have intermittently leg pain because you don't have good blood flow, that's called intermittent claudication. And that's when basically you're narrowing your blood vessels down in your legs. Now, if you actually have blockage of those blood vessels where even at rest, you're not getting more than a trickle of blood, then that can actually go into a crisis situation. It's kind of like a heart attack of your leg. You know how a heart attack is? We have a blockage of a blood vessel and you're suddenly having a crisis in your heart. Not enough oxygen being delivered through the blood vessels in your heart to your heart tissue. What happens? You get a heart attack. Heart tissue dies. You might die. Well, in the leg, when you actually have a heart attack of the leg, you wind up actually having critical limb ischemia. Limb is leg. Ischemia means it's a situation where you just cut off the blood flow. All right. You strangulate the muscles, and now it hurts all the time. And when you have critical limb ischemia, you're not getting enough oxygen. And just like in diabetes, you can actually have skin breakdown. In this case, skin breakdown because you don't have a blood flow, and that can get infected. And now you can't, until you fix the blood flow, basically tissue starts to die. You get gangrene. And then you can get infected and require an amputation. All right. So I want to set the stage. This is why I'm talking about this topic. I'm a vascular doctor. I study blood vessels. I know a lot about what it takes, actually to improve blood vessels. You can have surgery and bypass. You can have stents to open up the blockages. But one of the things that you can actually do is to have lifestyle changes that can make a big difference. You don't want to be going to the surgeon all the time. And actually, the surgeons don't want to have to operate until you actually need to have surgery for bypass or a stent, for example.
It's a lifestyle choice.
Now, let's hear some of Dr. Lee's recommendations.
I'll drink to that.
So, what are some of the things you can do from a lifestyle perspective that I can share with you that be helpful? Let's first, in this particular case, talk about the things you can cut down or cut out. All right. Now, I'm somebody who's really positive. I like to say what you should add, and I'm going to tell you the foods that you can add to help improve and support your circulation to your legs and feet. But I do think that in this particular instance, let's start by thinking about the things you want to cut out. You want to cut down or cut out alcohol. Alcohol is a toxin. Alcohol is hard on the blood vessels. Alcohol stuns your stem cells that are needed to be able to rebuild blood vessels. And so when you drink a lot, you actually make it harder for your legs to maintain their circulation, particularly if blockages. That alcohol just kind of rips the rug away and makes it much more difficult to actually repair and maintain that circulation. Number one. Number two, you don't want to eat too much salt. And we tend to eat too much salt in society. If you go to a restaurant and see how into an open kitchen, you see how the chef throws salt into the food. Salt tastes great, but guess what? Salt is really, really hard on our blood vessels. If you want an analogy, it's kind of corrosive to our blood vessels. You know, salt on the road, how tough it is on a road surface. And so after a tough winter with a lot of salt on a road, you get potholes. Well, that's basically what happens when you have too much salt in your bloodstream. You wind up accumulating a lot of fluid, you get hypertension, and then the lining of the blood vessel gets damaged by the high salt environment. When the lining gets damaged, the lining starts to be more sticky, and when cells stick to the lining and lipids, fat, cholesterol sticks to the kind of like corroded surface of the blood vessel, guess what? Blood vessel narrows. When blood vessels narrow, you get less circulation. So don't eat too much salt. Cut down or cut out salt. Get the low sodium version. And avoid ultra-processed foods. Now, we know ultra-processed foods is connected to so many chronic diseases, but the one that I really want to talk about is atherosclerosis, right? So you wind up actually having more lipids, more narrowing of the blood vessels, too much salt, which, as I said just now, corrodes the inside of your blood vessels, and ultra-processed foods sets up for type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. And diabetes is a condition that's well known to damage your circulation. All right. And the damage from type 2 diabetes, for example, when it happens in the eye, you wind up actually having diabetic retinopathy. Blood vessel damage due to diabetes in the eye leads to blindness. Blood vessel damage due to diabetes in your legs lead to poor circulation and can lead to wounds that are opening up, because in diabetes, you wind up having neuropathy, and then you having a vasculopathy, meaning not only can't you feel the sand in your feet or the nail or the thumbtack, you also can't grow the blood vessels that are necessary, and you don't have enough blood flow. So everything, all the tissue starts to die, and your immune system can't clean up the infection, and then you wind up actually getting gangrene. So these are like serious life and death reasons. And I know, look, we're talking about, this is my YouTube channel is really about health and wellness, but because I'm a doctor, I can talk about these like serious conditions, and many people suffer from peripheral arterial disease, all right, or diabetes and peripheral arterial disease that can actually affect circulation to your legs. So this is a more serious video. I'm talking about this.
Here is the last recommendation of what to give up.
Now, another thing to cut down or cut out, you should stop smoking, stop vaping, because the nicotine actually damages your blood vessels, makes it harder, and it increases atherosclerosis. And vaping actually is even worse, all right? So smoking cigarettes, cigars, pipes, vaping, no, don't do it. Actually, it's bad for your leg circulation. And if you're somebody who is, let's say, in their middle age or older, and you already have bad circulation, you smoke and you vape, you're making everything an order of magnitude worse.
The following is a way that you can watch after your circulation.
Now, The other thing you want to do is you want to check your blood lipids because you want to keep your blood cholesterol under control. Cholesterol, blood lipids are what sticks to the side and narrows up your blood vessels. So if you want good leg circulation, you need to get your blood lipids under control. Blood lipids are measured by your doctor when you get a checkup, an annual checkup. You should get your blood lipid panel checked. And the classic thing to do is actually to give you statins if you have high blood lipids. They may actually be warranted, all right? But you need to actually watch your diet, cut down on saturated fat, and also exercise. And there are diet and lifestyle ways to actually improve your blood lipids.
As with so much of health, as the doctor will explain, the microbiome is critical for circulation as well.
It has probiotics, which promote gut health.
Now, your gut health is also responsible, your gut bacteria health, your microbiome is responsible for lowering your blood lipids as well. So if you want to stay off of statins, the one thing you want to do is actually improve your gut health. Even if you're on a statin, you should still improve your gut health because your gut bacteria will help your body make it easier to lower your blood lipids and actually improve your circulation. Research I've done has shown that good, healthy gut bacteria can actually help heal your blood vessels and heal wounds as well, improve circulation. We found that one bacteria called Lactobacillus reuteri, which is part of a healthy gut bacteria, we did lab research and showed that if you actually give experimental animals Lactobacillus reuteri, you can actually speed up wound healing, improve circulation, decrease inflammation. These are all really important things if you have compromised blood flow in your legs. So I'll tell you, you can actually get Lactobacillus reuteri in different foods as well as sourdough bread, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, although you don't want to have too much cheese. It's very salty, which is not good for leg circulation, and it's got a lot of saturated fat, which is also not good. The sourdough bread, that's a good source. Not too much, all right? And you can actually get a dietary supplement for Lactobacillus reuteri as well.
Dr. Lee will now provide us with a list of foods which aid in gut health and circulation.
Food!
And the final food which Dr. Lee recommends for gut health is actually a drink.
We'll come for tea this afternoon.
Food number 5, black tea. You know, Earl Grey, English breakfast tea. There's a lot of black teas that are out there. Fermented teas are also black. Now, black teas are actually start out as green tea, and then they're actually oxidized until they turn black. And then they can actually be fermented as well. Now, black tea contains the same polyphenols, catechins, as green tea does. Maybe a little bit less because of the oxidation, but it's still there. And it turns out that same way the green tea is useful because of these catechins and polyphenols, black tea is also useful. And studies have been done in Italy of black tea and the impact of black tea on stem cells and vascular health. So they took older people who had definitely bad circulation and gave them black tea, 2 cups to drink for a day for a month. And they actually measured in their blood their stem cells. And what they found is that black tea would actually cause stem cells to come flying out into their circulation. These are stem cells normally found in the bone marrow that would actually repair the circulation and improve circulation. Now, how do they know this? Because they did flow-mediated dilation. They did that blood pressure test to see how well the blood vessels would rebound. And from compared to before black tea and then till after a month of black tea, they saw tremendous improvement. Now, here's what they also did, these researchers. They added whipped cream into the black tea to see what would actually happen. All right, and guess what? The whipped cream, the high dairy, remember, I've made other videos to actually tell you this. Dairy in milk or coffee will form little soap bubbles, and those soap bubbles trap the good stuff. They trap the polyphenols. So in the case of black tea, little dairy fat soap bubbles trap the catechins, the polyphenols. So when you drink the black tea, those soap bubbles roll down your gut and you're not absorbing as much of the polyphenols. All right. You absorb some, but not as much. And that's exactly what they found when they had black tea and they added whipped cream to it. Probably tasted pretty good, honestly. It actually lowered the amount of stem cells that came out. Stem cells didn't come out quite as frequently. All right. And so that just shows you you're not getting as many polyphenols. And that's one of the reasons why you don't want to use dairy milk in tea or coffee. Same thing will happen with coffee. Nut milk is fine. Oat milk is fine. Soy milk is actually fine. Just don't use dairy milk.
As it turns out, what aids your stem cells assist in helping your circulation. Dr. Lee will now tell us a few foods that help your stem cells. Dr. Lee will now reveal his last food recommendation, which aids your stem cells.
Okay. Now, the other thing I would tell you that is another little bonus food that actually be good for your blood vessels and your stem cells are foods containing omega-3 fatty acids, like seafood. Omega-3s in the bloodstream protect your stem cells. All right, and you need your stem cells in good shape. It's kind of like the bulletproof vest or the security detail for your stem cells. Omega-3 makes sure that the stem cells are accompanied to their destination and are in good shape. Best sorts of omega-3s, you can have a supplement made with omega-3s, but you can get into seafood as well. Just don't eat too high on the food chain, because then the big fish contain also heavy metals like mercury in their flesh. But if you eat lower in the food chain, you can be just fine, like salmon. Salmon's a great source of omega-3s. I would actually get wild-caught salmon rather than farm salmon, because farm salmon are fed chicken and sometimes pellets that contain omega-3s. So get wild-caught salmon. It's going to be better for you. And they're actually eating the foods and the plankton and stuff like that actually has the original source, the OG source for the omega-3s. But it's not just salmon that's good. Cod actually is also good as well. And cod, you need eat about 2 playing card decks worth of cod to be able to get the same amount of omega-3s that you get in 1 card deck size serving of salmon. But that's easy to do. That's not very big. Other sources of seafood also have omega-3s. For example, clams and mussels and shrimp. Lobster also has omega-3s. Squid and octopus also have omega-3s if you're eating seafood. So what's wonderful is that you can actually find all kinds of sources of omega-3 fatty acids that can help protect your stem cells. Now, I'll give you a couple of other tips that would be really helpful. If you want to actually cook healthy foods in ways that are not going to hurt your stem cells, you don't want to be frying your foods, all right? Seafood that's fried, no good. Vegetables that are fried, even like tempura, like I like the Crispies, don't do that, because frying actually creates harmful chemicals like carcinogens that actually provoke inflammation in the body. And you don't want inflammation to damage the lining of your blood vessels. That's not good. All right. Especially if you have peripheral arterial disease. So you don't want to be eating fried foods. All right. That's a really important kind of concept.
Thanks for the tip.
And now for a few final words from Dr. Lee about our circulation.
Now you've got sort of a big walk around the park of peripheral arterial disease and dietary do's and dietary don'ts and some lifestyle don'ts in terms of how to actually maintain good blood flow to your legs and feet, even if you have peripheral arterial disease. But if you want to avoid it, these are also tips that also can work. So hopefully you learned something about your circulation in your leg. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.
These are stem cells we were born with, and a lot of people don't know this, but humans do regenerate. We are actually formed of stem cells when our mom's egg met our dad's sperm, and we were just a ball of cells, all stem cells. And these stem cells actually will run from your jaw and our face and our ears and our livers and our hearts. And we have a bunch left over when we're born, about 70 million leftover cells. They're packed away, kind of like on the shelves of Home Depot, extra cans of paint. You can draw on them when you need to. And these stem cells actually will participate in building our muscle over time. So what are some of the foods that actually help our stem cells come out so they can help to regenerate things?
Welcome back to the Longevity Deprocess channel.
Intro 41s. Today we will explore the incredible world of spices and their powerful effects on our health. Join Dr. William Lee, renowned physician, scientist, and best-selling author, as he reveals how everyday spices can supercharge your stem cells and promote healing from within. Certain spices have been studied for their potential to support stem cell health, regeneration, and overall cellular health due to their powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Discover the science behind nature's most potent ingredients and learn how to incorporate them into your daily meals for maximum benefits. Together, we'll unlock the secrets of spices that not only add flavor to your food, but also support your body's healing processes. As a special bonus, we have included some recipes featuring the spices mentioned in this video. Now let's listen to Dr. Lee tell us about the first spice.
Oh, a quick favor. We'd greatly appreciate it if you can subscribe and like. This helps the YouTube algorithm recognize the value of our content and share it more widely.
Turmeric, which is a kind of a root. When you cut it open, it's this beautiful bright orange, a lovely color. And turmeric is also a dried spice used in Southeast Asian cuisine, including Indian cuisine, is where I first became acquainted with it. It not only makes food beautiful, it actually makes food delicious. It's got quite a lovely taste to it. It's a spice. Inside turmeric is curcumin. Curcumin is one of those natural chemicals, kinda like lycopene. It's one of those Mother Nature's treasure chest, Mother Nature's pharmacy with an F, not a PH. And the curcumin has a lot of properties: anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant. It cuts off the blood supply feeding cancers. It actually is helpful for your stem cells as well. It really activates almost all of your body's health defenses, and it's good for your gut microbiome. 57s. Dr. William Lee emphasizes turmeric, particularly its active compound curcumin, for its potential benefits in enhancing stem cell health. Curcumin is recognized for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which can create a supportive environment for stem cells. Research suggests that curcumin may help to rejuvenate stem cells, promoting their ability to regenerate tissues and repair damage in the body. Lee points out that turmeric can activate certain pathways that are vital for stem cell function, potentially leading to improved healing and recovery processes. By combating inflammation and oxidative stress, turmeric helps maintain the health and vitality of stem cells, allowing them to perform their critical roles more effectively. Additionally, incorporating turmeric into your diet can be simple, whether through cooking or as a supplement. Lee advocates for a holistic approach to health, where spices like turmeric not only enhance flavor but also support bodily functions at a cellular level. Overall, Dr. Lee highlights turmeric as a promising natural tool in promoting stem cell health, contributing to overall wellness and longevity. Ginger has been used in traditional healing for 1,000 of years, especially traditional Asian medicine and tradition and Ayurvedic medicine. And here's what it is. It tastes great, but we actually know that there is a substance in ginger called gingerol, allright, and shagol. And these two natural chemicals interact in our body in some remarkable ways. First, it lowers inflammation. The other thing that gingerol does, and this is shown in clinical trials, ginger can actually help to lower blood pressure, which is useful. In a sense, high blood pressure is a risk factor for stroke and other complications. And I will also tell you that gingerol helps your metabolism. So this is actually a really healthy and delicious way. How do I use ginger? I usually I wash and then slice off the skin, and you can make a soup with it. So if you want to make a chicken soup, throw in a piece of ginger. It's absolutely delicious. If you're making a vegetable soup, you can throw in a little bit of ginger slices. It really enhances the flavor. If you want to learn more about foods that can actually help you improve your Dr. William Lee highlights ginger as a powerful spice with significant benefits for stem cell health. Rich in bioactive compounds, particularly gingerol, ginger exhibits strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that help protect stem cells from damage. This protection is crucial for maintaining the integrity and functionality of stem cells, which play a vital role in tissue repair and regeneration. Lee notes that ginger can enhance the proliferation and differentiation of stem cells, supporting their ability to transform into various cell types needed for healing. Additionally, ginger's ability to reduce inflammation can create a more favorable environment for stem cell activity, further promoting their effectiveness in regenerative processes. Incorporating ginger into your diet, whether fresh, powdered, or as tea, can be an easy way to harness these benefits. Lee advocates for a diverse diet rich in spices like ginger, as they not only add flavor but also contribute to overall health by supporting the body's cellular mechanisms. By integrating ginger into daily meals, individuals can potentially boost their stem cell function, aiding in recovery and promoting longevity. Hello, everyone. Dr. Will Lee here. What if I told you that you probably have a powerful ingredient for burning fat and improving your metabolism in your pantry right now? I'm talking about cinnamon, and you probably think about cinnamon as a powder that you sprinkle on top of hot apple cider or an apple pie. But cinnamon is actually the bark of a tree, and it comes rolled up in a stick called a quill. Cinnamon has more than 20 different bioactives that can influence your metabolism, and one of them is called cinnamaldehyde, which can trigger your brain to release a hormone that fires up your brown fat. And this can improve your metabolism. A clinical study from India showed that cinnamon can improve blood glucose, shrink waist size, and even reverse metabolic syndrome. What's the dose? The researchers showed that the effects were seen with just half a teaspoon of cinnamon per day. Dr. William Lee emphasizes the benefits of cinnamon for stem cell health, highlighting its potential to enhance cellular regeneration. Cinnamon contains powerful compounds such as cinnamaldehyde and procyanidins, which have demonstrated anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These effects are crucial for protecting stem cells from oxidative stress and promoting a healthy cellular environment. Lee points out that cinnamon may help stimulate the proliferation of stem cells, encouraging their growth and ability to differentiate into various cell types. This can be particularly beneficial for tissue repair and regeneration, as healthy stem cells are essential for healing damaged tissues. Including cinnamon into your diet can be simple, whether sprinkled on oatmeal, blended in smoothies, or used in baking. Lee advocates for using spices like cinnamon not just for their flavor, but for their role in supporting overall health. By promoting the vitality of stem cells, cinnamon contributes to the body's natural healing processes and may enhance longevity. Dr. Lee's insights suggest that this everyday spice could play a significant role in maintaining and boosting stem cell function, highlighting the importance of dietary choices in promoting wellness. Dr. William Lee highlights garlic as a potent ally for stem cell health, attributing its benefits to its rich content of sulfur compounds, particularly allicin. These compounds have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which help protect stem cells from damage caused by oxidative stress and inflammation. By reducing these harmful effects, garlic creates a more favorable environment for stem cells to thrive and function optimally. Lee notes that garlic may enhance the proliferation of stem cells, supporting their ability to regenerate tissues and promote healing. This regenerative capacity is crucial for the body's ability to repair itself, especially after injury or stress. Additionally, garlic's immune-boosting properties can further support overall health, making it a valuable addition to the diet. Adding garlic can be simple and versatile, whether used in cooking, salads, or as a supplement. Dr. Lee advocates for including garlic and other healthful spices in daily meals, as they not only enhance flavor but also provide significant health benefits. By nurturing stem cells through dietary choices like garlic, individuals may promote healing and longevity, emphasizing the interconnectedness of nutrition and cellular health. Dr. William Lee highlights saffron as a powerful spice with notable benefits for stem cell health. Rich in antioxidants, particularly crocin and safranal, saffron possesses anti-inflammatory properties that can protect stem cells from oxidative stress and promote their vitality. These antioxidants help maintain a healthy cellular environment, crucial for the effective functioning of stem cells. Lee emphasizes that saffron may enhance the proliferation and differentiation of stem cells, supporting their ability to regenerate tissues and facilitate healing. This is particularly valuable in processes such as tissue repair and recovery from injuries. The unique compounds in saffron can also positively influence cellular signaling pathways, further promoting stem cell activity. Incorporating saffron into your diet can be a delightful experience as it adds a rich flavor and vibrant color to various dishes. Dr. Lee advocates for the use of saffron not just for its culinary appeal, but also for its significant health benefits. By including saffron as part of a balanced diet, individuals may support their body's natural regenerative processes, emphasizing the link between nutrition and cellular health. Overall, saffron serves as a valuable addition to promoting well-being and longevity. Dr. William Lee highlights cloves as a remarkable spice with potential benefits for stem cell health, primarily due to their high concentration of antioxidants and bioactive compounds such as eugenol. These compounds have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that can help protect stem cells from oxidative stress and damage. Lee emphasizes that by reducing inflammation and oxidative damage, cloves may create a more supportive environment for stem cells, enhancing their ability to proliferate and differentiate into various cell types. This regenerative capacity is crucial for effective tissue repair and overall health, especially in aging and injury recovery. Incorporating cloves into your diet can be easy and flavorful, whether used in cooking, teas, or baked goods. Lee advocates for the use of spices like cloves not only for their aromatic qualities, but also for their significant health benefits. By nurturing stem cells through the consumption of cloves, individuals may improve their body's healing processes and promote longevity. Overall, Dr. Lee underscores the importance of a diverse and spice-rich diet in supporting cellular health, with cloves serving as a potent tool in the quest for enhanced well-being and regeneration. Here are some delicious recipes featuring cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, cloves, saffron, and garlic. Golden turmeric ginger chicken stir-fry is a quick and flavorful dish. Begin by heating olive oil in a pan over medium heat, then saute minced garlic and grated ginger for about a minute. Add sliced chicken breasts, turmeric, salt, and pepper, cooking until the chicken is no longer pink. Stir in sliced bell pepper and broccoli florets, cooking until the vegetables are tender. Finally, add soy sauce, mix well, and serve over cooked rice or quinoa. For a side, try saffron-spiced rice pilaf. Soak a pinch of saffron threads in warm broth for 10 minutes. In a pot, heat olive oil and saute chopped onion until translucent. Add basmati rice, whole cloves, and salt, stirring for a few minutes. Pour in the broth along with the saffron, bringing it to a boil. Reduce the heat, cover, and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Fluff with a fork and garnish with fresh parsley before serving. If you're in the mood for soup, make cinnamon-spiced sweet potato soup. Start by peeling and cubing to large sweet potatoes. In a large pot, heat olive oil and saute chopped onion until soft. Add minced garlic, cinnamon, and grated ginger, cooking for another minute. Then add the sweet potatoes and vegetable broth, bringing it to a boil. Reduce the heat and simmer until the sweet potatoes are tender, about 15 minutes. Blend the soup until smooth, stir in coconut milk, and season with salt and pepper before serving warm. For dessert, try clove and ginger spiced apple crisp. Peel and slice 4 cups of apples, then toss them with lemon juice, grated ginger, ground cloves, and cinnamon. Place the mixture in a baking dish. In another bowl, mix oats, brown sugar, flour, and melted butter until crumbly, then spread this over the apples. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes until golden and bubbly. Serve warm, optionally with vanilla ice cream. Finally, enjoy garlic and saffron roasted vegetables. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and mix 2 cups of your choice of mixed vegetables like carrots, bell peppers, and zucchini with minced garlic, saffron threads, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Spread the mixture on a baking sheet and roast for 25 to 30 minutes, stirring halfway through. Garnish with fresh herbs before serving. These flavorful dishes not only taste great but also harness the health benefits of these wonderful spices.